Boy, what an opening, huh? This is the awakening. This is the beginning of the third season, and just from the first shot, you're immediately going, "What the fuck?" And it's a good way to start off. I think it's a very good way to start off because we have Aang questioning whether or not he failed and how he can redeem himself. I mean, it's not even really a matter of did he fail. He feels he failed. They pretty much knows he failed and is trying to find some redemption. And on the other end, Zuko is now getting all the rewards because his sister lied and said he was the one that destroyed the Avatar, when really you find out it's a means to make sure that he really is dead. So either Zuko will chase after him again to make sure that he's dead, or the Avatar will still be alive and Zuko will be claimed a failure again. So either way, she wins. What a great villain. So yeah, we have got a lot of stuff going on in this one. They have the Fire Nation ship on their side. They come across another Fire Nation ship that obviously is being run by Mark Hamill. If you listen to that, I'm like, that's Mark Hamill. Or an unbelievable sound alike, which is possible, but I'm just like, that's Mark Hamill. So on top of that, we see Mark Hamill finally in this. We see the Fire Lord, and what I like about his design is that I think you're really imagining he's gonna have like a scar or something like that and be really ugly. They're keeping him in shadow the whole time. And he's actually like this very sort of feminine looking man. He's actually like, kind of a good looking guy. I mean, everything about him is actually, he almost looks gentle. And the only giveaway really is the eyes. The eyes are sort of these piercing eyes. Are a little bigger than the head, and they're a touch wider than everyone else's design. So, yeah, it's a good design. It's always sort of when I would hear about Sauron, in Lord of the Rings, before he became whatever that metal bullshit was in Fellowship of the Ring, when he was human, that's sort of what I imagine he looked like. He wasn't this evil-looking thing. He was actually this very welcoming thing, this very peaceful thing, this very tempting thing that would trick everybody. Or sort of like Loki in a sense. They make him sort of like this very, he's not like an ugly in the Avengers. I mean, he's this very sleek, smooth-looking guy. It's 4th of July right now. Gives you an idea how early I shoot these. So if you hear stuff exploding, that's, just firebenders outside. So I like the design of this guy. I thought it was very smart to go that route than the big, ugly monster. So I thought that was a very smart choice. We also have something interesting. I didn't know how to feel about this. You got Katara's reunited with her father, and she's just kind of a jerk to him, and you find out later it's because she resents the fact that he left even though she knows he had to, and it sort of comes to this head at the end of the episode. Done very well. This actress does this wonderful read on this part. I mean, probably her most emotional I've seen her in the show. Does a great job, but strangely, not to say I don't get what they were saying with it, but I don't know if the emotions early on, the way she was so confrontational with him, felt right. It didn't feel like her. It didn't feel like she would be quite this, I hate to use the word immature, but kind of, quite this immature with the emotions. Because she seemed smarter than this. She seemed a little bit more balanced than that. And you can understand her being kind of resentful. She even says at the end, I don't know why I feel this way. It's just now that I've come to you again, it's these feelings really, really are surging and I can't help them. And that's cool. That's a very good explanation. It's just those actual feelings I felt were not represented properly early on. I felt it was too much like he did something currently that upsetted her. It wasn't sort of like more just sort of this closed offness. It was, I'm angry at you, and that didn't feel right to me. But again, like I said, when she actually opens up to him, I thought that was a very nicely done sort of confrontation. Really more with herself than with her dad. So that was good. You got some fun action with the fighting the ships there and stuff, and it's good. It's good to see Zuko back. I'm trying to think, what's the other? Aang with hair looks strange, but that's the other thing. I like the fact that he has to come to grips with the idea that he has to be dead. He has to act like he doesn't exist anymore after what he feels is his biggest failure. I mean, just what a... Here's a guy, or a kid who's just felt like he has constantly let people down in the past. I mean, he's done all he could, and it's still failing. It's still a failure. And that's just the toughest thing for anybody to go through, when you try your hardest and it still blows up in your face. And you can really see that turmoil in him, that he does not want to be kept silent because everyone is probably seeing him as a failure. Most importantly, he's seeing himself as a failure. So you can understand why he would so quickly want to rush out and try to take on the Fire Nation just by himself, not let anyone else get involved. He's tired of other people getting hurt. I mean, it's just, even though he's done a lot of great things, that's not what he sees. He sees failure after failure after failure. So I thought this was a good coming to grips of that. This was a really nice way of showing what he has to deal with after being out for so long. On top of that, he's just been out of commission. And like I said, he has hair now, and he wakes up on this Fire Nation ship. What the hell? So I think for him, they really captured that, just that fear, that pure fear that you will not be able to fix everything. That not only have you failed, but you failed not just yourself, but everybody. Whether they realize it or not, you realize it, so that's the ultimate failure. And him coming to grips with that was very good. I like him going to the volcano and destroying the glider. I'm gonna miss that glider. I sort of saw that ending where he sets it up and lets it burn. At first I was sort of like, I thought maybe they'd have something stronger there. But then the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, that glider's been, like, there from the beginning. It's gonna be weird just that being gone. Just there being no more gliders, so maybe he'll make another one, I don't know. But also, he has to realize that when he finally comes back, it's gonna be such an awesome big thing, and everyone's gonna go, what? I thought he was dead, oh my god. So, yeah, that's gonna be awesome when that finally happens. And obviously this chapter is called Fire, so he's gonna learn fire. That's what I wanted to see at the end of this one. I want him to he puts down the staff, he looks at the lava on the volcano, somehow doesn't get burned, but if he looks at the lava on the volcano, turns to the camera and says, I have to learn fire bending, and then you want the screen to go white and then the credits, but I'm sure they're saving that, because that's always the thing, he did not want to learn fire bending. I'm sure that's going to be like the big dilemma now, is how much can he learn it without going too far, going too much to the dark side, whatever. So yeah, good start to this episode. I always like it when the good guys are now the underdogs and they're hiding and they have to slowly be building up. So yeah, I look forward to where that goes. And is that an ice cream truck? That's a fucking ice cream truck. This vlog's over. Later.